All right, so I'm back on here to do an update concerning Jelani Day, and this is a story that got posted on October 26, 2021. So it was yesterday when it was posted. About the coroner report talking about the cause of death for Jelani Day. Now, of course, there was one autopsy done, then the family had a separate one done. I did a video that it was a rather controversial one because there was mixed stories of whether what I was saying in the beginning of part of that video was true, and then his mother came out and said that it wasn't true. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. If you saw the video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But now it has come out based on this coroner's report saying that the cause of death for Jelani Day was drowning. I do not believe an ounce of that crap for 1 second. Sure, water definitely played a part in it because he was in the water when they found him, but I don't think drowning was the cause of it, because many of us believe that he was killed before he ended up in that water. Thus, it could not just been drowning. See, for them to say drowning would definitely take apart or take away any accountability for the people that were really responsible for it. Because remember, he went missing for 10 days and they found him on the 10th day in the water. He was baking from his vehicle, and then they found him in the water. But you want us to believe that the cause of death was drowning. But they also went on to say that it's still a mystery of how he ended up in the water. Then why would you rule out that drowning was the cause of death then, if you don't know how he got in the water? It's not like he was found in his pool or in a pool. He was found in a body of water out in the wilderness. See, this is just so that they don't have to do a full, thorough investigation. That's just like when they be saying when they found a black person hanging, they say, oh, that, they committed suicide. So they can say, oh, we don't have to do an investigation. Let's go ahead and get into it. Jelani Day's death is said to have been caused by drowning, according to the LaSalle County Coroner's Office. This is just also reminds me of with Sandra Bland when they found her hanging inside of that cell. And they said she committed suicide. The 25-year-old college student went missing in August while studying to be a doctor at Illinois State University. Day was last seen on August 24th at the university's campus in Bloomington, Illinois. His parents reported him missing on August 25th, and his car was found 2 days later in Peru, Illinois. Day was found dead floating in the Illinois River on September 4th. His body was not identified until weeks later by the LaSalle County coroner on September 23rd. Unfortunately, there is no specific positive test at autopsy for drowning. Coroner Richard Plock's statement read Tuesday. Drowning is considered a diagnosis of exclusion with supporting investigation circumstances when a person is found deceased in a body of water. The coroner did not find any evidence of intoxication or injury in the forensic autopsy, no signs of an assault, altercation, strangulation, or more, and it remains unknown how Day ended up in the Illinois River. So are y'all trying to tell us, are you trying to insult our intelligence right now that he just randomly one day decided he was going to drive out to this river and just jump in there and drown? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Is that the kind of picture they're trying to paint for us right now? Give me a fucking break. Because that's what I'm getting from this. Because who just gets in a car and just drives to some random area, just jumps in the river and offs themselves? No, who does that? Even for someone who wants to commit suicide, I never heard of someone doing something like that. The only time you hear someone drowning in a body of water is maybe if a current pulls them under, sort of like what happened with Naya Rivera and that wrestler, I forgot his name. Y'all know he used to be in Crime Time on WWE. That's about it. But they were in the process of he was in the process of saving his kid. Hers was kind of the same thing, but it's also some conflicting reports about it too. But either way, the current pulled them under, and that's how they drowned. That's the only way I can believe someone really drowns like that is from current, or they don't know how to swim. But his right here, it doesn't make any sense of them just saying, "Oh, he just drowned." That I refuse to believe that. Day's family still suspects foul play in the young man's death and said that his personal belongings were found scattered away from where his body was found. Jelani did not just disappear into thin air. Somebody knows something, somebody seen something, and I need somebody to say something, Day's mother, Carmen Bolden, told Good Morning America on September 29th. The case is still being investigated by local police jurisdictions in the area along with the FBI. I wonder how long this so-called investigation is going to last. Because when they say that right there, that to me screams that they have pretty much exhausted all that they want to when it comes to this case. And they want so bad for this thing to not continue to go forward. Basically, that's what I'm getting from this. But I do not for 1 second believe that that drowning is his cause of death. Especially since, like his mother said, his stuff was scattered in the area from where they found him. It's not like everything was secure in his vehicle. They were scattered, as in somebody was there. What are they going to try to say now? That animals got into it? No, because then they would have had to do all kinds of forensics in that area to determine that an animal was there. So, and that never came up. So that rules that out. That's why it's going to come to a point where now, if you have, like, invest in a dash cam. That's what I can say. Invest in a dash cam video that you can put on your car, maybe like somewhere on the back of your car and the front of your car, because you can get the back dash cam and you can get the front. Well, they both work the same way. Get a dash cam for the front and the back of your car. That way, if something happens, you can catch it. But the only thing is, if the people who did this to him, if he said he had one, they could have found it and destroyed it. Then we would never see it. And see, now because he was found where he was found, they're probably gonna try to stop at this point, and we'll never know. I have a feeling this case is gonna go cold, and for years down the line, we won't know what really actually happened to him. But I can tell you one thing's for sure, two things for certain: drowning was not his cause of death, in my honest opinion. I believe he was murdered before they found him in that water. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments.